Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. Today we're gonna finish our implementation where we are going to add the services. It's kind of an important part where we're going to implement our interfaces. So yeah, let's go with the first one. That's the interesting one. The rest can be done by AI technically, so they are not really that interesting. Page render service, rename file, yep, public. iPage render service. Let's implement the interface. Yeah, and this is going to be okay. I'm gonna do it in a second, but first let me think about it logically. So okay, we need to first of all inject our app db database contents here. So I called it app db context. Interesting. I thought I'd call it something more like app database content, but I mean db context is more interesting. Okay, let's use a primary constructor. I think it's much cleaner. All right. For now, let's return an empty string till we can do this. Okay. We need to do response dot success empty. Ah, yep. I mean, I could have done this as well. So we'll already know. He actually didn't know. Okay, now it seems like to return the data. Okay, yeah, this one is much better. Okay. Then, the first thing we want to do is we're going to get our page. Seems like find my ID. Give it the ID. It's contained get a waiter. Okay, so it doesn't. So it's kind of synchronous. It's fine, I guess. We're gonna make the other one asynchronous. So if page is null, if we don't find the page like this, we're gonna return, yeah, page not found. I'm gonna make it like this. Page not found. Just in case we do some translations or anything. I mean, we're definitely gonna do some translations. Okay. What's next? Let me check the page object and I'm gonna decide what to do next. So yeah, builder page, and put it on the side here. It has building blocks. Okay. So what we do is, okay, var page, var HTML. We're gonna create like a method. Okay, no, so I'm gonna make it private because it's like only for this. This is where we're gonna use recursivity. So private, and we're gonna make it like a task because I don't wanna make the other one like this. I'm gonna await render HTML page from blocks, and we'll give it like a list of building blocks. So what we do is we return. Yeah, let's do this for now as well. Okay, so render HTML from blocks. Why is it to list? It's already a list. Blocks, yeah, it's already a list, I think. So this first part is obvious. The second part is okay. I forgot to turn this to HTML. This one is finished. Technically, you can use the service as is right now, and you won't have any problems. And also, let's go and inject it. Let's do services, add. I think they recommended that I add it as scoped. Yeah, page render service, page render service. Of course, there's one thing that we forgot to do, and that is to add the important part, which is the caching. Let's go in here, memory cache, var cached page. So what's it? So cache, no, it's get. Okay, get or create. It's much better. String. Yeah, let's do this. So I don't think we'll need. Okay, no, we need this in here, I think. Whoa. Page box. Yeah, I think separating this would be much better, I think. Or should I? I don't know, to be honest. This can be null. This we can do await. If HTML is null, we can use, I think, string dot is empty or null, HTML. Close this, we go back, this. Yeah, seems fine. It's like playing chess with your brain. I'm joking, of course. So if, so the first condition is if blocks, yeah, we return like an empty string. That's our first thing. And then, okay, so I know the compiler does like this, just like count equals 0. I'm gonna give it that. What if, can't we like combine this with like the thing here? No. I don't know. Anyway. Next. We need the parser. Because the blocks, let me get the blocks here. Okay, let me put the blocks on the side here because we need to see how they are made. Okay. Okay. There's the block. I don't need pages now. It's like the most interesting one. The other ones I'm gonna do them with AI because they are basically CRUD operations. I don't need to think. I like to think. So we're gonna need to get the HTML from the components. So if there are no blocks, if there are blocks actually now, so for each this will not be our main recursive function. Now that I think about it, the main one should be something like this. Basically the same. Render HTML from block. It's gonna be building block. So it's gonna be a single block. It's gonna return empty string. And that's what we're gonna use here. Yep. just gonna do, yeah. I don't remember how to use this one. I think it's, is it build or is it just toString? I think it's toString. Let me check for a second. Yep, it is toString. I kind of forgot I used to do something a little bit more different. Okay, so if block dot subcontent count equals 0, no, actually we don't need them to be 0. So if it counts not 0, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. Yeah, they shouldn't be. So we just use another string builder and we build them. No, but actually, okay, I have to design this so just so we know. Okay, forgive me. I was gonna, hopefully I didn't display any, probably cut this part of the video. So what we need to do is, so the recursivity, what it does, so it gets, so we have like some subcomponents. So what it should do is, so get subcomponents, and then we render subcomponents, replace variable, return HTML. Yeah, that's probably how it should be done. Yep. So if you go here, so what it should do is go here. Should probably, so this one we can change, or we don't need to change because the main one that the HTML calls. But here, instead of like, so sub content creates on top. Then, okay, let's minimize this as much as we can, maximize this, and then we can think about it. Okay, so we don't return it, so we just append to it. Okay, dictionary content. So this should probably be enough in our case. So we get our HTML from the component. So block.component.html, and we do for each item in content. Excuse me, block.content. So HTML dot replace all occurrences. Yeah, that's what I need. Yep. Why does it have like a billion of these? No, I just need like one or two technically. This one is for the variable, and these ones are for the template. I don't know why it's doing this. Oh, I see. Yep. I'm gonna let the prayer call. We're gonna listen to the prayer call and then we continue. Okay, the prayer call is finished. I'm gonna just finish this part and then I'm gonna go pray. And I've been thinking about the attributes because I've seen them and I don't know how I can integrate them. It seems like I don't know, super confusing. Okay, let's do this. So in here under page HTML, blocks ordered by um, order. Same for these ones. Order by. So it will be ascending by default, I think. Yeah, it is ascending by default. Yeah, it's ascending by default. Let's do my own like interesting style of coding where you remove all the brackets. And then it becomes super confusing because you don't have any brackets, but still it makes sense. Super interesting. So let's do this. You can keep some space for each. Yeah. For the attributes, if there is attributes, okay. So now we need like another private async task. Well, this one is not a string. It's build attributes. And take a dictionary string attributes. I don't know how I can do this. Not gonna lie. For now, we're not gonna use any of these attributes. Okay. So HTML attributes. So it's gonna be for the default things. Or you know what? You know what? Like I have like an idea on how to do them, but I kind of need these to be back to dictionary. So I need to have like the name of the attributes and then the equivalent in CSS, and then I can like have proper attributing thingies. Yep, seems fine. Seems good. Yeah, let's continue, I guess. Well, as I said, not gonna do anything for the attributes for now. What's this? So why is it doing attributes under this? Oh, remove unused parameter. So let's go attributes, select. Okay, so do we have key and we have value or something? Yeah, we have key and value. So key plus x dot value. Oh, this plus this. Oh, this is kind of cool. So aggregate, current and next, space between them. Yeah, why not? I mean, if it's useful, if this is how it works, well, it's fine, I guess. So yeah, this is how it goes. Attributes, and there it is. So this is our HTML building. We're gonna try it out when we have like a preview feature. And for the rest, this is the one that took most time. For the rest of the services, I might just do them with AI because they're like super obvious. Like component service. And what else do we have? So public class page content service. And what else? Okay, so let's make this public first. Public class pages service. Yeah, iPages service. And implement it, and then make it out into another file. iPage content service, implement it, put in another file. Component service, iComponent service, implement, and we keep it in its own file. Yeah. So I'll be back. I'm gonna do the implementation of the AI because it's gonna be super boring, and then I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so a couple of changes to this. Um, the AI basically did what I kind of wanted to do, and okay, so string null. It added a couple of null checks, which I like to do like this. Is with the is, because is kind of goated. Is null, is null, is not null, is not null. And this one obviously is going to be the square thing. Yeah, yeah, seems fine. Yeah. Also the components, it's super simple, like get all, you get all. Because it's an it's a synchronous operation. I'm gonna keep it with a task, but still. So yeah, get component by ID. This one will never be used, I think. Then create components, update components, delete components. Yeah, super interesting. And then we have page content service. Let me edit this in a second and we'll be back. Or maybe edit this while we see what's happening. I don't want to have any try and catch in my code. So I'm gonna do it on the interface, on the user interface level. Which technically sounds bad, I think. Doesn't matter, I think. So yeah, is null. Okay. Then remove this. Map recursively. I told him not to do this. Why is it doing this then? Okay. Uh, let's see. So get page content. This one seems super logical, obvious. With the is null as well. If there are no building blocks, it will make them empty, just in case. Okay, yeah, so page content, logical. Just so you can have like some blocks to do. And then that's what I told it to fix. So if it's null, if the page is null, well, we can't fix anything basically. If we aren't given anything, we should probably save it as an empty array. I don't know, why is it? So blocks, block and block ID. If it's not empty, we give it a grid. Component is not null, ID is an empty component. Find by ID if component is null. Okay, so we fill out the components. It shouldn't be something, it should probably be something that exists already, I think. Page blocks, and update. Yeah. We invalidate the cache. Very nice. Then we remove try and catch. Is not null. is not null. That should be it. That should be it. So yeah, with this, and of course pages service is super obvious as well. It's gonna be okay. It's missing reference. Basically the same thing. So for the get all, we're gonna get all. It's not that obvious already. For get by ID, which I don't think we're gonna use, is null. Simple as well. Creating a page seems obvious as well. So if the DTO is not null, we check the name. Collection can be simplified. Yep. There is no blocks to give this page. Of course, there is no blocks to give this page. Yeah. And then so insert the page. Should be it. Yep. Let's do this as well. So updating is null. Page is null. And then we update. Page deletion. Of course, I don't want to do all of these try catches because I want to do them on the page level. And yeah. Clean, calm, cool, and collected. I think I'm missing something. For sure, I'm missing something. Yeah, I know I'll remember this like way too late, probably. But yeah, this should be it so far. This is what we have, I guess. And that's how it goes. Well, then see you on the next one, I guess. It's gonna be a little bit more interesting. I'm gonna do a little bit more checks over this code just to make sure because I feel like it's kind of weird. There's something that's missing. I can't figure it out, but I'm sure it's there. I'm like 99% sure it's there. So yeah, that's why I wanna thank you, I guess. I'm gonna check, yeah, I'm gonna check these pages again, just to make sure that there isn't like any weird code in here that may cause some issues for us in the next step, which is the most important one, which is the user interface itself. So yeah, hope you're all doing well. See you in the next one.